Good morning, GEO1006, and welcome to class. So my name is Professor Nicholas Wales. I am Dean of Academic Affairs and Online Learning at Colorado Northwestern Community College over in Rangeley, Colorado, and I am your instructor for this class this semester. So I wanted to record a short video to welcome you to class, do a general overview of the way the class is structured in D2L, and then an introduction to week one at the end of the video. So to start off with, I want to remind you to please ensure that you're watching these videos every week. I will post a new one each week, walking you through the week's topic, if and how it connects to the previous week's topic, clarifying any assignments, and any other general announcements. So please check those out each week. That said, let's go ahead and dive into D2L. So first and foremost, make sure you're checking out the Welcome and Start Here module. Just some really important information that's helpful to you as a student on the first day or the first week. And then most importantly, down here at the bottom of this section is a scheduled appointment. So if you needed to, in essence, have a virtual office hour, you can click on that link. It puts time on my calendar and we can do a phone call, we can do a Zoom conversation, whatever that may be, or certainly you can reach out to me via email. Okay. Next thing is check out the syllabus and course schedule. So we'll click on that. And so as this loads, GEO1006 is a class that's, a class that you may or may not have had or even considered having, because we typically think of geography as just that physical environment. But the purpose of this class is to build on physical geography to talk about humanity's relationship with that physical geography. In essence, right, what is the relationship between the natural environment and humanity, and vice versa? And so that's really what we're trying to do in this class, also through teaching you the general skills used by not just geographers, but other social scientists to really understand that relationship, that reciprocity between the physical environment and humanity. And so here is the census date, just in case you need to know, date for the final exam. Just brief overview, just kind of way to think about the kind of time commitment that it takes in an online class, understanding that you've got, my little weekly lecture video, the reading for the week, discussion, quiz, study guide, just a regular workload every week. Listing of our course outcomes, the topical outline, and then here is your course material. Your textbook is Intro to Human Geography by Dalstra, and you can also find it under content right here under e-text. Okay. So the way this class works is we've got an introductory discussion, there's a weekly discussion, a weekly quiz, exam 1 covering the first half of class, exam 2 covering the second half of class. And so I'll talk about those in just a moment. And the course schedule. So the course schedule is designed in a way to help you kind of understand topic of the week or the subject, the reading for the week, and the assignments. Again, I will talk in more depth about that in just a moment when we go back into the content. And then just kind of other things, here's links to accessibility services. If you know that you do have an accommodation, please just give me a heads up, but a reminder, it's not in effect until I receive the official notification from your accessibility services office at your home college. You can reach tech support, access to the library, you have tutoring, all of those general information items. The course in itself has the census date, which are posted up above at the top of the syllabus. Note that you must complete a substantive assignment by that census date. That is more than just the introductory post. This is a discussion one, quiz, etc. These types of substantive assignments. Explanation about academic integrity. Since I am at Colorado Northwestern Community College, our academic integrity policy is in effect. Most importantly, I want to say it explicitly, AI is not acceptable in this course unless I have explicitly stated in writing that the use of AI is permitted. And then down here, an explanation of the late policy, but in general, The course schedule has the outline of every assignment for that week, the exams, etc. All dates are in D2L, so if you do know that something is coming up, please email me and we can plan accordingly. Okay, so week one. So week one, we've got a couple different things that we're trying to accomplish. First and foremost, we need to introduce the subject of geography broadly, and then we want to introduce what it is we do as geographers in studying human geography, and then lay out a bunch of vocabulary. So that is why, if you look on the course schedule, it's called Geographic Concepts, that you're reading chapter 1 to get that foundational knowledge. And so each week you will see this little kind of blurb that introduces the topic for the week, excuse me, and then a little list of tasks for the week. Check out the reading on the schedule. In this particular case, you're going to complete for week 1 your introduction assignment, which is just introducing yourself to the class, making sure that you tell us what your home college is, why you're here, why you're taking this class, what you're taking, those types of general information. And then I encourage you to post a video that is of special interest to you or is representative of who you are, just as a way to kind of break the ice and get to build a community here in our online setting. And then you'll also notice we have links for discussion 1, quiz 1. I'll talk about the study guide in just a second. So each week you have a discussion. That discussion covers the week's readings. And the way that this works is as follows. So by Wednesday night, you will answer one of the many questions that I've provided to you. Make sure you are choosing questions that are talked about by other students a lot. And in this response, you're going to write a 250-word, kind of think of it as like a mini essay. We're going to introduce the topic, give us key terms, and then address the question with evidence from the reading. This is your way to demonstrate to yourself and to your peers that you understand the reading and that you can think critically about it and create a discussion post that then your peers will be able to reply to by Friday night. And your responsibility is every Friday reply to 2 peers, a substantive post of 150 words that goes beyond, great job, I agree, to something that is a discussion. You're having a discourse on that topic. You're recommending sources. You're providing different perspectives. I'll post more about this as the course moves forward, okay? And then by Sunday night, you take the opportunity to reply to the people that replied to your initial post. So that way you are active in the discussion on at least 3 days. The rubric is posted in each discussion for you. And then also each week there will be a quiz. The quiz covers the reading. It's 10 multiple choice true-false questions on the reading. It's not only a way for me to assess that you're doing the reading, but for you to practice the material. These quizzes represent the types of questions that will appear on the exam. Some of the questions may in fact be recycled. You can use them as a study tool alongside the study guide, which is linked here. And the study guide is every key term from every chapter for that exam. And it's a Word doc that you can download and fill out as you're doing the reading. So between the study guide and that weekly quiz, if you're actively using these tools each week, you should be prepared and ready to earn that B or A on exam 1. So again, welcome to class. If you have any questions, please send me an email, or if need be, go ahead and schedule an appointment with me and we can hop on a phone or meet via Zoom and I can answer those questions. I'm excited to work with you during week 1.